In the sun-drenched kingdom of Eldoria, nestled between shimmering seas and towering mountains, lived a young woman named Amara. Her skin was the color of rich earth, her eyes held the sparkle of distant stars, and her spirit was as resilient as the ancient baobab trees that dotted the landscape. But Amara was poor, living in a small, humble cottage with her grandmother, her days filled with hard work and simple joys. Meanwhile, in the grand palace, a different kind of life unfolded. The king and queen, wise and just rulers, were searching for a bride for their son, Prince Kale. The news sent ripples of excitement through the kingdom. Every wealthy family with a daughter of marrying age began to prepare. Lavish gowns were commissioned, jewels were polished, and etiquette lessons became the order of the day. The daughters of the kingdom's richest merchants and nobles. Girls like the haughty Lady Seraphina and the cunning Lady Isoda were certain one of them would be chosen. They paraded their wealth, confident that their status was the key to the prince's heart. But the king and queen had a different plan. They weren't looking for riches or a prestigious family name. They sought a queen with character, integrity, and a heart for the people. So they devised a series of secret tests, challenges disguised as everyday occurrences, to find the true jewel of their kingdom. One day, an elderly woman, frail and hunched, stumbled in the marketplace, her basket of mangoes scattering across the dusty ground. Seraphina and Isoda, passing by in their fine silks, merely scoffed and walked around the mess. But Amara, on her way home after a long day of selling woven baskets, rushed to help. She gently helped the woman to her feet and gathered every last mango, even giving the woman the few coins she had earned for her trouble. She didn't know that the old woman was actually the queen in disguise. Her first test of compassion passed with flying colors. Another time, a royal scribe, pretending to be a lost traveler, asked for directions. He deliberately gave confusing and contradictory landmarks. The rich girls dismissed him with a wave of their hands, too busy to be bothered. Amara, however, patiently listened. Realizing he was confused, she walked with him for nearly a mile, making sure he was on the correct path before turning back, her own journey home now much longer. She was unaware that the traveler was the king's most trusted advisor, reporting back on her honesty and patience. The final test was a contest of skill. The palace announced a competition to create something beautiful and useful for the kingdom. The wealthy ladies presented gold-spun tapestries and jewel-encrusted trinkets, things of great price but little purpose. Amara, using her simple skills, wove a large, sturdy blanket from colorful reeds. She explained it was designed to be warm, durable, and large enough to shelter a family from the sun or a sudden rain. It was a gift for the people, not for a prince. The day of the announcement arrived. The grand hall was filled with the kingdom's elite, all eagerly awaiting the reveal. Prince Kale stood beside his parents. The king began to speak, his voice echoing through the silent hall. He spoke not of wealth or status, but of kindness, integrity, and a selfless heart. He recounted the story of the spilled mangoes, the lost traveler, and the simple, useful blanket. Then, to the shock of everyone, he called Amara's name. She stood in the crowd, dressed in her clean but simple clothes, her heart pounding. As she walked to the throne, whispers turned to gasps. The rich girls stared in disbelief and fury. How could a poor, unknown girl be chosen over them? The king smiled warmly. "We were not looking for a princess," he declared. "We were looking for a queen, someone who understands our people because she is one of them." Prince Kale stepped forward, his eyes shining with admiration as he took Amara's hand. He had watched her from afar, impressed by the stories of her character. He saw not her poverty, but her inner beauty and strength. Amara's journey from a humble cottage to the royal palace was unto a fairy tale about beauty, winning a prince. It was a story about how hard work, honesty, and kindness are the true treasures. She became a beloved queen, her wisdom and compassion guiding the kingdom to an era of prosperity and peace, proving that true royalty comes from the heart, not the purse. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more inspirational tales. See you next time.